Alright guys, so today's video we're gonna replace a window regulator. I'm gonna show you the symptoms that I'm having and why I have to change it. So it's driver's side window, go down, so it does that, and now if I push the window with my hand and push the button down, at the same time it'll come down a little bit and then it'll work like normal until up to this point. See, it jumps. So if your window's doing that, you most likely have a bad window regulator. The teeth might be worn out, and that's what I think happened to this one. I have a used one. I'm gonna test it and put on. Remove this clip, take a flathead, push this back. There's a screw behind there and a screw in there. After you do that, you're gonna pull up on the sides of the door from underneath and pull up the door panel. It'll come out. You'll disconnect the wiring and this piece here. Alright, I'm gonna do that and I'll show you the process. Alright, so screws out, door handle. What you do is you take this plastic piece and shove it back towards the door and open the handle, pull out, and then there's gonna be a wire there. I disconnected mine already. There, and yeah, that's how you get that off. Now we're gonna take off this, pull out, and then pull the whole panel up, and it should be off. Now that that clip is off, you're gonna take your fingers, run it behind here, start popping up the pans, make sure it's free. Now we're gonna push up the panel and it's gonna separate. I don't believe you have to take off this. Alright, door panel's off. Disconnect the 3 connectors. Just to give you an idea where those clips are that hold the panel in. One there. Got 1, 2, 3 on the lower, and then 2 there. And once you do that, you're gonna pull up on the panel and angle it up towards that way and slide it under the triangle, and the door panel will come off. Now I'm gonna plug in. Now I'm gonna remove this plastic stuff. You see, this is already coming apart. I was in here yesterday and I tried to tape it back up, but that's not happening. But anyways, I'm gonna just completely remove it so I can see everything. And yeah. Alright guys, as you can see, that plastic thing that's on there is all gone. I unclip the plastic connector here and unclip this plastic connector from here. This is the actual connector for the regulator, the motor. So you're gonna put, in my case, the used one, connect it here, and then connect those 3 wires. Well, actually, I think just, yeah, those 2 wires. This wire is just for the tweeter, so just these 2 wires onto the door panel, and test the used regulator first before I start taking off bolts. I also want to mention that when I removed this plastic, I found this rubber seal, and from the looks of it, I don't know how well you can see in there, but that's the glass. And on the glass is a track that let's see, maybe from here you can, I might have to move the window up, but I'll test the use regulator first, and then I'm gonna show you guys how to put back this seal if you ever remove your door panel and you see this on the floor right here. The seal is for the window track on this side. I can't really show you with the camera too well, but guys, for the seal, I just went ahead and cleaned it up. It's brake cleaner. Now I'm gonna put some silicone paste in the middle, and then I'm gonna spray some silicone on places I can't get to, and I'll rub some of the paste on the back here, and then on the door panel itself. The door panel itself, the track over there, I'm gonna hit it with brake clean after I get the window up, but first I'm gonna test this used regulator I have that I got from eBay, and then we'll take it from there. So this is the setup right now. Used regulator connected to the harness. Now you gotta plug up the door panel, plug the door panel up, and test if this works. So let me plug that up, and then I'll hit the switch while I record. Yes, door panel connected. You just need that one plug in, and let's see. Right there, I'm holding the panel up. I'm gonna hit the switch. This is to test the used one. I think it works. Yeah, it's good. Alright. Now that we know this works, I'm gonna clean it up, grease it up, and then we'll take off bolts for the regulator. Alright guys, this is where we're at. I just quickly brake cleaned the eBay one, and I re-greased all these track areas and all the moving parts with silicone paste. Now I'm going to oh, and I also cleaned up and greased up that seal. That's gonna go back on the track. So I'm gonna put the door panel back and put the window all the way up, so I could or at least as high as it goes up, so I could just slip on that and then bring the window back down to the access holes 1 and 2. It's gonna be like it's gonna be something like this in the car. So it's gonna sit something like this in the car. So the plan of action is drop the window all the way down so you could get access to the bolts that go there, and then pull the window up, tape it up, and start getting the regulator out. I'm gonna loosen up that bolt. Loosen up that bolt. I'm not gonna take it all the way. I'm gonna see if I can't just loosen the bolts out And you see how they have, both sides have that eyelet there. So I'm gonna give it a couple turns out. Hold up the window and tape it up from the top there. And then I can start getting at the regulator bolts. Now that I got the glass taped up, I know it's ghetto, but that's what I'm gonna do, because I don't want to take it completely out. As you can see, the bolts are off. They're in the bottom of the door panel. I'm gonna get those out, and we're gonna mark where this is at, because this is the adjustment. So I'm gonna put I'm gonna do the same thing, 3 marks, and take out 1, 2, 3, 4. You're gonna take those out completely. These ones you're gonna just back up until you could slide it through here. Same for here. Alright, update to where we're at so far. I made marks, but I also could see the witness mark of the old bolt, which is good. I don't know if it matters or not, but that adjustment one is the side that looks like this. And the other side is the one with this little square hole that goes here. Square hole goes here. And the one with the adjustment is this one. Okay, now I left these 2 bolts in. That's for the motor. They're loose. I'm gonna slide out the whole regulator now through this opening. And then I'm gonna see if I got this right. As I was taking the bolts off the regulator, I was putting them on here so I didn't, you know, lose where they go. Alright, this is the old one. This is the one I took out of my car. We're gonna note how the regulator motor is in relation to the gears. As you can see, this is what messed up on mine. The gears are, the teeth are gone, and that's what was causing it to jump the way it was and not closing properly. Okay, so I'm gonna hook up the door panel. I'm gonna hook up this motor, and I'm gonna get it. This is the eBay one. I'm gonna get it to where it matches this one. So yeah. Alright, this is the new eBay one. I transferred this clip over from the old one to this one. The clip that goes somewhere around here is broken. On the eBay one, my one, I can't take it off, so hopefully that's not a big issue. From the old one, I had that bolt and that bolt on. That was the ones with the eyelid. I transferred over to the new one that's going in. It's there. So I'm gonna, and I also, if you notice, I set the motor to where the factory one was at, or as close as possible. I think I might be half a tooth off, but we'll see when, right now when I put it on here. It's gonna slide 2 bolt holes. It's gonna slide here, 1 and 2. Alright, update. By having those two bolts in before I even put the regulator through the hole here, it made life easier. All I did was take my hand and just aim that first bolt all the way up top here, and I was able to catch it. And as you can see, they're right where they belong, and even these holes line up now. So I'm about to tighten that up, and then we're gonna put the glass on. Okay. Alright guys, now you can see regulator on. Use the 1/4" ratchet, 10mm socket to take them off and to install them. I didn't go crazy tight on them. All I did was use this grip right here, ratchet head and palm, and that's as tight as I gave it. I think the torque spec is 7 foot-pounds. I don't even know if I want to put my torque wrench to any of this right now, because I don't know, none of this felt crazy tight in the first place, and I don't want to go crazy. So now I'm gonna cut the tape, lower down the glass slowly onto where that plastic piece goes behind this metal and it sits on top of it. So I'm gonna cut the tape, lower down the glass till I get here. Alright guys, tighten it up. Remember, hand tight, nothing crazy. Keep in mind how the relationship with the plastic and the regulator. The plastic sits on top of the metal here. So when you tighten this, go hand tight and make sure you leave enough room so where you could slide it to get into place so you could get everything right. Now at this point, I'm gonna put the door panel on and we'll see if it works. Alright guys, panel's back in, all the screws, push pins in, door panel complete. Let's give it a go. Goes up, goes down. No funny noises, no jogging, no skipping. It's good now. Thanks for watching. I hope I helped someone.